A story of two gay men lovers in hospital. It was a crisp autumn morning when I stepped into the hospital for my new nursing rotation. The air felt electric with anticipation, yet I had no idea that my life was about to change. As I entered the ward, my eyes caught a glimpse of a patient sitting quietly in his room. His name was Alex, and he was recovering from a motorcycle accident that had left him with multiple injuries. At first glance, he blended into the backdrop of the hospital, his demeanor calm and unassuming. "Good morning, Alex," I said, keeping my tone light and professional. "How are you feeling today?" He looked up, his deep blue eyes meeting mine with an intensity that made my heart skip a beat. "A bit sore, but I'm managing," he replied with a faint smile. There was something about him, an aura that felt both intriguing and comforting, and I found myself wanting to know more about this man beyond his medical chart. Over the next few days, I was assigned to Alex more often than I anticipated. Each interaction was filled with a gentle camaraderie that swept me off my feet. His humor, despite the pain he was enduring, was infectious. "You must be my lucky charm," he teased one afternoon. "I keep getting you as my nurse." "Lucky me," I replied with a grin, trying to maintain professionalism even as I felt a blush creeping up my neck. Yet, every time I walked away from his room, I felt a pang of something more, a connection that both excited and terrified me. Part 2. Vulnerability. On evening, while finishing up paperwork, I found myself wandering back to Alex's room. The ward was unusually quiet, and as I peeked inside, I saw him gazing out the window, lost in thought. Something about his expression tugged at my heartstrings. "Hey, can't sleep?" I asked softly, stepping inside. He turned, surprised, but not displeased. "Just thinking about life," he admitted, his voice tinged with melancholy. "It's funny how being stuck here makes you reflect on everything you've put off." I nodded, inviting him to share more. "What are you thinking about?" "Just how I've let my life pass by," he confessed. "I was so focused on my career that I forgot to enjoy the little things." His vulnerability struck a chord with me. "It's never too late to change things," I said quietly, hoping to instill some hope in him. Alex looked up, his eyes searching mine. "Do you really believe that?" "I do," I replied, feeling the weight of my words. In that moment, I realized I wasn't just talking about him. I was reflecting on my own life as well. As our conversation deepened, I felt an undeniable connection forming between us, a bond that transcended the patient-nurse dynamic.
Gay man in love. Despite my attempts to maintain a professional distance, I found myself drawn to Alex in a way I couldn't explain. Each shift felt like a dance between duty and desire. Then, one day, I discovered a note tucked into my locker. It read, "If you have some time tonight, I'd like to talk." Room 204. Alex. My heart raced as I considered the implications of his request. Curiosity got the better of me, and I made my way to his room, my palms sweaty with anticipation. "Hey," he greeted me, his expression a mix of nervousness and excitement. "Thanks for coming." "Of course," I replied, closing the door behind me. "What's on your mind?" "I wanted to tell you something," he began, his voice barely above a whisper. "I think I like you more than I should." The air felt thick with unspoken emotions as I processed his words. "Alex, you don't have to say anything," he interrupted. "I just needed you to know." His honesty left me momentarily speechless. I was torn between my professional instincts and the undeniable feelings that had been building between us. "I didn't expect this," I finally admitted, my voice steady. "But I can't deny that I feel something too." Part 4. Crossing boundaries. As the days passed, we found ourselves navigating the complexities of our connection. Each encounter was laced with tension, an electric current that hung in the air. We spoke openly about our feelings, but the reality of our circumstances loomed large. "Do you think this is wrong?" I asked one night, the question hanging heavily between us. "I don't know," Alex replied, his gaze unwavering. "But I can't ignore how I feel about you. It's like you see me in a way no one else does." His words resonated deeply within me. "I want to be there for you, but I'm your nurse, and that complicates things." "I get that," he said softly, but maybe we can figure it out together. The thought scared me. Professional boundaries were ingrained in my mind, yet the connection between us felt undeniable. That night, as I left his room, I couldn't shake the feeling that I was on the brink of something transformative, yet frightening. Part 5. The confession. One evening, as I sat with Alex, he reached for my hand, intertwining our fingers in a gesture that sent a jolt of electricity through me. "I've been thinking about us," he said, his voice steady. "I don't want to pretend anymore. I want to be honest about my feelings." "Me too," I confessed, my heart racing. "But what does that mean for us? What if this doesn't work out?" "Then we deal with it," he replied, his gaze unwavering. "I just know that I want to explore this with you." In that moment, I felt a wave of clarity wash over me. This wasn't just about a patient and a nurse. It was about two people finding solace in each other amid chaos. As our lips met in a tentative kiss, the world outside faded away, leaving only the warmth of our connection.
As the days turned into weeks, our bond deepened, but so did the complexity of our situation. I found myself torn between my responsibilities and my feelings for Alex. Each moment we shared felt like a stolen treasure, a secret we were both desperate to hold onto. "Can we make this work?" Alex asked one night, his voice filled with hope and vulnerability. "I want to try," I admitted, my heart pounding. "But we have to be careful. There are rules, and I don't want to jeopardize your recovery." "I understand," he replied softly, "but I believe this is worth it." As I sat beside him, our fingers intertwined, I realized I was ready to embrace the uncertainty. The connection we shared was too profound to ignore, and for the first time in a long time, I allowed myself to hope for something real. Part 7. Embracing change. In the weeks that followed, we navigated our new relationship with caution. Each stolen moment felt precious, and we found joy in the little things: a shared laugh, a gentle touch, a quiet understanding that transcended words. Despite the challenges, we made it work, balancing professionalism with our growing affection. One evening, as I sat beside Alex, I felt a sense of peace wash over me. "You've changed my life," he said, his voice filled with sincerity. "You've shown me what it means to truly feel again, and you've reminded me why I became a nurse in the first place." I replied, my heart swelling with emotion. "You've inspired me to be more than just a caregiver." As we exchanged tender glances, I realized that our connection was more than just a fleeting moment. It was a journey of self-discovery, growth, and love, one that we were willing to embrace, no matter the challenges ahead. Part 8. Looking forward, months passed, and Alex's recovery progressed. The bond we had forged became a source of strength for both of us. I learned to navigate the complexities of our relationship, finding balance between my professional role and personal feelings. "I can't believe how far you've come," I said one evening, watching him as he moved with more confidence. "You're incredible." Alex smiled, his eyes filled with warmth. "I owe it all to you. You believed in me when I didn't believe in myself." As I looked into his eyes, I felt a surge of hope. We had faced challenges, but together, we had forged a path forward. I knew there would still be obstacles to overcome, but I was ready to face them with him by my side. "Whatever comes next, I'm in it with you," Alex said, his voice steady. "Me too," I replied, feeling a sense of certainty wash over me. In that moment, I understood that love could thrive in the most unexpected places, and that together, we could navigate the journey ahead.